Hello BookTube, welcome back to my bookshelf tours, and we're still on my desk. We're going through 20th century books pretty much. So you can finally see what I have next to me as I film. I don't think you can even read them, but let's start have a look. So we're in 50s, 60s, 70s, and then it goes to a mess after that, to be honest. I haven't really looked through it in a while, but yeah, let's start. So the first one we have here is The Long Prospect by Elizabeth Harrower. I've talked about this book on Auslit 101, essential reading in my opinion. And then we have Life and Fate here by Vasily Grossman. This is like one big famous Russian book of the modern period pretty much. I haven't read it. It's big and I hope I get a chance to at some point. Then we have continuing on more Shirley Jackson. I went through a phase a couple of years ago where I read all of Shirley Jackson, and the only things I don't own right now are non-fiction, which isn't the best, but I do have The Haunting of Hill House here. Then we have The Leopard, which I haven't read yet, but I want to get to it soon. The Sundial by Shirley Jackson too. We love. Shirley is just so consistent. Then we have one of my favorite John Steinbecks, and that's Once There Was a War. I love it. It's great journalism during World War II. Really interesting. Dr. Zhivago. I haven't read it yet. Let's keep going. An underrated Shirley Jackson novel for me, The Bird's Nest. Very good. Then we have 12 Angry Men. We have East of Eden. I haven't read that one yet, but I want to. Then we have Forbidden Colors. I haven't read yet. Ballad of the Sad Cafe. I haven't read yet, but I want to. This is really eye-opening for me. Then the last one we have here is Hangman by Shirley Jackson, and I have read that. So we have something here. Next, let's go to the 50s. We have The House on the Strand by Daphne du Maurier, which is great. The Outsiders by S.E. Hinton. I have read this as a teen. This was a high school book. This isn't my copy, but I am very much due for a reread because I want to see if it holds up too. So I have that. Of course, I've got Picnic at Hanging Rock, one of the greatest novels ever written. The Crying of Lot 49 by Pynchon. Eichmann in Jerusalem, iconic. The Bell Jar by Plath. Read this as a teen, thought it was fine. I never liked Plath's poetry, like really ever, but I want to see if The Bell Jar, for me at least, holds up. But so I have that ready to go. Then I have We've Always Lived in the Castle, iconic. My favorite play, and honestly my favorite movie ever, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. If someone was to ask me what my favorite movie is, it has to be this adaptation with like Elizabeth Taylor and Burt Reynolds. I love it so much. Then we have Travels of Charlie by John Steinbeck. The Winter of Our Discontent by John Steinbeck again. Then we end this one off here with To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. So we have that. And then the next pile, I'll organise these later. Next we have the 70s. We have If on a Winter Night's Traveller by Calvino, which I love. Going After Catillo by Tim O'Brien. I love The Things They Carried, and I have this, and I have If I Die in a Combat Zone to be my next books by him, because I really want to read more by him. Then we have The Sea by Iris Murdoch. I've never read Iris. This is the only one I have of her. Song of Solomon by Toni Morrison, probably my favorite Toni Morrison, but I'm again very much due for a reread at this point. Same as Interview with a Vampire. Read it, and I need to reread it. I remember the first 3 books in the Vampire series being really good, then it gets a bit after that. Again, If I Die in a Combat Zone by Tim O'Brien. A book I haven't read, The Master and Margarita. But then I can say I have read Gravity's Rainbow. I read it as a teen and loved it. It's so worth its hype. Then the last one we have here is Invisible City Spell by Calvino, which is interesting, but again, I'm a bit hit and miss with Calvino, if I'm being a bit honest. I think he gets a bit too just much for me. compared to some other authors. But then we have some hardcovers here which end off this little bit. We have The Fallen Birds by Colleen McConaughey, one of the great Australian novels. And then we have a massive hardcover of Ghost of the Watchman by Harper Lee, which I love, and I reread it last year when the last Harper Lee collection came out, which I'm going to show you soon, and I reread To Kill a Mockingbird and this, and I thoroughly enjoyed myself because I really like Harper Lee's books. Next, so pretty much we have a big divide here of the shelf, and you normally have shelves, but I got rid of those and just stacked a insane amount of books. So this is where the chronological stuff really kind of ends, and it just goes into like contemporary fiction pretty much. But we have here the children's book by A.S. Byatt. We love A.S. Byatt here. The Imaginary Life by David Maloff. This is a book about Ovid, the Roman poet who we've seen before on the Ancient Bookshelf tours. Then we have Less by Andrew Sheen I can't say it, but I want to reread this. I remember when it came out and I really enjoyed it, but I know there's a sequel and I want to give that a chance, so I need to reread this one first. Then of course we have A Diva, Hemnet by Maggie O'Farrell, and a personal favourite. I know no one likes this book, but I really do, and that's A Little Life. I loved it so much. Gilead by Marilyn Robinson, a modern classic. Then we have Emily St. John Mandel. I'm very excited. She has a new book coming out later this year called The Exit Party. And so I do have all the books. I had to read her in high school with Station 11. And I really loved it. And I was like, I'm just going to binge everything she done. So get ready for a lot of her books coming up. We have The Glass Hotel. And I really want to reread her before her more recent, when it comes out, The Exit Party. I want to do all the books again because it's been years since I've done like some of her backlog too. Two Boys Kissing, of course, we love that one. And then we have the Mendel. We have Station 11, which is my annotated school copy. See if I can find my notes. I've done a lot of highlighting and tabs in it. So we have that. Then we have the Lola Quartet, which I really loved at the time. I don't think I liked the Singer's Gun. I think that was like my least favorite of her. And then Last Night in Montreal, which was her debut. I need to make another pile. Then we have Never Let Me Go by Kazuo Ishiguro. I enjoyed it. I don't think I'd hold up to a reread, but again, maybe it will, maybe it won't. And then I have The Dressmaker by Rosalind Ham. This is the movie adaptation. And I had to do this one for school. I love the movie so much, even though I haven't seen it in like probably 6 years. I cried every time we had to watch the main guy's death. I was so scarred. And he was, because it was a Hemsworth brother too, and it was just a lot. But I love the book as well. So even though I do have a movie adaptation. Then we have The Gospel According to Jesus Christ by, I can't say his name, but I really love it. I don't have anything else by him, like Blindness. I just don't have that yet. Then we have Possession by A.S. Byatt. Love it, we love it. The Things I Carried by Tim O'Brien, of course, we mentioned him. This doesn't have my annotations in it. I think this was like a different copy I got. But we have that. We have The Remains of the Day, of course. Little Big by John Crowley as well. I haven't read that yet. And then we have The Name of the Rose by Echo, which I haven't read too. Then the last couple books, the last couple books we have here, ones that are on the side. So we have Emily St. John Mandel's Sea of Tranquility. Loved it. I can't wait for her book that comes out later this year. Then we have the last two, A Heart and a Body in the World by Deb Coletti, which is probably one of my favorite young adult books, literally ever. Then we're ending it off with Harper Lee's The Land of Sweet Forever. This was a collection of her posthumous stuff that was published last year. Really interesting. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, so I have more Harper Lee. I'm always happy for that. But yeah, I'm amazed it took such a long time for her estate to do something. But then again, after the sheer controversy controversialness of The Ghost of the Watchmen. I kind of don't blame him, but I really, again, I just love her writing so much. And yeah, so that's the end of the 20th century and other books connected to that time period. Let me know what you think about the books I've mentioned, and yeah, thank you so much for watching BookTube, and I will see you next time.